Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Hey, let's take a walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks so much for stopping by, I certainly do appreciate it. Guys, look at here, we got a Paulaner. This is their premium Pilsner. I was contacted by them. They have been sending me beers off and on for the last couple of years. Not too often, but they contacted me and they sent me a little letter here with it and want to know if I was interested in doing this particular beer, and I said sure. These guys have been brewing beer since 1634. A couple of days there. Figure that they've got it right by now. And this one is brewed in Germany, so it's come from Germany there. Says here, Paulaner has brought back the Paulaner Pils, which will be available in stores this November in the 16.9 ounce 4-pack of cans. So it's a little bit bigger than a 16. Paulaner has been refining the Pilsner recipe since the mid-1800s. And the classic German Pilsner is remarkably refreshing and great for the fall. Paulaner Pils is a beer of formidable cleanliness and sophistication that delivers a clean, crisp taste. Rebecca sent me this. They've had several people switch out, or they've changed hands. Seems like every time someone contacts me, it's a different person, and it's usually a year or two in between those contacts. So, and that's how it is in the beer business, guys. People come and go, especially when they're in the marketing department of something like that. So, and this is not a big beer, guys. It's like 4.8%. So very sessionable, if you will. Probably wouldn't be something that I would run out and pick up because of the ABV, but if you're looking for an authentic German brewed beer, this is it. And being a low ABV, it's very sessionable. It's going to be very, very well made with no crap put in it. Should be very clean, very crisp, very refreshing. If you're into the lager, Pilsner type beers, Marsden's, Oktoberfest, this would be right up your alley. So I'm looking forward to doing this. Like I said, this is a very sessionable beer, and it is a quintessential Pilsner. I mean, they've been doing it for a long, long, long time, guys. So they're saying this beer is a year-round on beer, but they have the wrong ABV, and the last person commented on it was in 2019. So, so maybe they discontinued it for a while or stopped sending it over here. I'm not sure how that went. And now that's going to be available in the United States again. So, let's jump over to Untapped. I don't have the IBUs, and of course Untapped and Beer Advocate has it both listed at 4.9, so that's probably a previous version. This one is 4.8. So let's get it opened up and get it in, and it is a printed up can. So they have spent a little extra money to print the cans up, and I don't think this is all going to fit into this glass. I got a feeling it's going to have a little bit left over since it's more than 16 ounces, and I'm going to pour it semi-aggressive here, and we'll just do the back end pour here after I take a sip or two. Because the German beer is supposed to have a head on it, especially a lager or a Pilsner, like that. And that's what you're looking for. And Definitely a nice straw color, a lot of bubbles streaming up, about a finger and a half of bright white foamy head on top of it. Very clear, I can see right through it, guys. Definitely a good looking Pilsner. And like I said, these guys have been doing it for hundreds of years, so they probably got it figured out, don't you think? Let's find out. Cheers, everybody. Let's go to the nose before I start gulping on it. A little bit of sweet malt, a little grassiness. Maybe a hint of some lemon in there. Very typical for what a Pilsner lager is going to smell like. Now, let's dive in. Cheers. Very tasty. Very crisp. I mean, I don't know if I would consider this a fall beer. I mean, this would make an excellent pool beer or beach beer, especially since it's in a can. And, you know, a lot of those places don't like glass. Very quaffable, and being low ABV, very drinkable. Can have multiples of this. A quintessential lawnmower beer, and I don't say that derogatory. You're able to come in and have maybe one or two of these and go back to doing what you were doing. You're not going to be too inebriated. Definitely into the more of the herbal, floral, earthy hop. That's a tasty beer, guys. I mean, it is. I mean, it's not my particular style, being a lager Pilsner, Larsen type beer, and being a low ABV on top of that. But it's, when you look up, if you had a dictionary and you looked up a Pilsner, this would probably be one of the pictures you would see or should see. There's a lot of German breweries that have been brewing this style of beer for a long, long, long time. And they do it very, very well. After a couple hundred years, you figure they've got it figured out by now. Ah, yeah. Very nice. Back in pour. Get it all in there. A very nice, well-made German Pilsner. Very, very nice. So once again, thanks so much to Rebecca for contacting me and sending me out one to review for you guys. So it's very much appreciated. Let's go sip on it, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got a little left here. I forgot to look at the bottom of it. It was put in the can on 09/07 of 2020, and I just got this in the mail yesterday. And there it looks like they're giving it a year shelf life. I don't know about that. It probably will keep by that long. There's no big hop taste or aroma that's going to fade over time. So it probably will, even though it's a fairly low ABV beer. Probably will keep that long. So it's a tasty beer for the style. I mean, it's not blowing my hair back on my socks off because I'm a hophead. I don't drink a lot of lagers unless they're sent to me, or Pilsners, but this one is a good one. A lot better than a Bud Miller or Coors is going to be, that's for sure. Tasty beer. I'm going to grade it accordingly, guys. We're judging a premium Pilsner from Germany, and not no macro crap. Final choke. It's a delicious beer, guys. It's absolutely a tasty Pilsner. Probably one of the best. I'm sure this would be in the top 10 of Pilsners. Especially since it's come from Germany. They've been brewing it for hundreds of years, so guys, very tasty. It's an A beer to me, guys, and I'm going to grade it accordingly. For a Pilsner, it is exactly what you should drink. If you can afford to drink something like this, it's going to be much better than any macro ever been produced, guys. So I enjoyed it. 95 for me, guys. I'm going to go against the grade because I'm judging it for what it is. Beer Advocate has 84. God, really? Seriously? And Untapped has it at 3.33. So those guys are not even close. Not even close. What are you expecting? Are you expecting a big hoppy beer when you pick this up? Really? So, I try to be as honest as I can. I'm judging it for a German Pilsner, and it tastes exactly like I expect it to taste. So, it's definitely an A beer to me. And there's probably people say, oh my God, it's a 10 beer. And I wouldn't argue with that. I mean, if you're a Pilsner drinker, it could absolutely be a 10 beer. It's much better than a 3. So, and you got to take it with a grain of salt. These guys at Untapped and Beer Advocate, unless it blows their hair back or their socks off, they don't give a good grade. So, and those sites are basically made for the people that are drinking or commenting on super hoppy beers. That's why a lot of those beers get awesome grades. I just try to be realistic here. This is not intended to be a super hoppy beer. So, it is what it is, guys. If you've had this one, this is a Paulaner Premium Pilsner. They're just now reintroducing it to the United States in this 16.9 ounce can. Mini keg there, not in a bottle. Very pool and beach friendly, even though we're here. I'm doing this on the 29th of October, almost Halloween, but it'll be probably 3 weeks before you see it. We'll be close to Thanksgiving by the time this posts, but it's still a very refreshing beer for that time of the year. I'm the kind of guy, I can drink just about any style, any time of the year. I like stouts and porters in June and July, especially for the final beer of the evening for me. Something that's got a little more body and a little more taste and usually a little more alcohol. And not always. A lot of those porters and stouts are 5 and 6%ers. Some of them are even lower than that. But I like all different styles of pales and IPAs and double IPAs and barley wines. And I like stuff that it's got a lot more body than the typical lager. I drank lagers for 30 some years, guys, exclusively just about. Until I started transitioning over to imported beers and then craft beers. So, tasty beer, guys. So if you've had it, let me know what you think. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.